It's Rachael Plaine. I just realized my mic's not on. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this on and turn it up. I'm still with you. Can you hear me? All right, we're adjusting the microphone. Okay, Chelsea's here. You're the first one here, Chelsea. I realized my mic wasn't on before I started, so can you hear me? I was getting caught up on all the things. I kind of lost track of time. I actually spent the whole day at the studio. Hi, Sandy, how are you? Hi, Eleanor's here, Roger's here, Chelsea's here. Hey, Chelsea. Okay, great. So yes, I live streamed our moderate flow class today at 9 and then just stayed at the studio all day catching up on the things. So the emails and the Facebook and the Instagram and the donations and the messages and all the stuff. And we are working on improving our video quality. So my dad's been amazing, and we ordered a camcorder that we're trying to figure out how to hook into the computer with a capture card, which I didn't even know was a thing. And hopefully between YouTube and my dad and myself, we're gonna figure out how to use this video camera. So thanks so much for your patience as we figure out how to go live and improve and adjust as we go. So that was kind of my big day of reading and manuals for the camera and trying to get that going. So it's not happening yet, I'm still on my phone, but maybe next week. Great, I'm so glad you guys are here. Just in case you're joining us for the first time, this is Rachael Plaine. We're here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. It's Friday night, a little after 5:30, and we are about to stream our candlelight yoga class. So it's so nice to see so many familiar faces coming on. Hi, Helen and Shannon and Brianna, good to see you guys. So you don't necessarily need anything special for tonight, but if you do have, hi Julie, this is so great, I love seeing all these familiar faces and new faces. So if you're brand new, thank you for finding us. So if you have a pillow or a couch cushion or a bolster, if you happen to have that, that would be great. So we will use that, but if you don't have it, don't worry. But if you're in your living room and you can grab a couple pillows from the couch or grab a bedroom pillow that you have close by, just have that, because we may use that just to prop up for our centering and for some of our poses. So if you have access to that and you can grab it, quick grab it. If not, don't worry about it. You can practice without any props at all. So we are here Friday night. My name's Rachael, and we are going to slip into our candlelight yoga class, which with the lighting is nothing really candlelighty about it, except that I put some candles out just so we can feel like we're at the studio. If you've ever been to the studio with me before, usually Friday nights, you come in and the lights are off and the candles are on and the music is going. So if you're home and you can set the mood for yourself, please feel free to, oh no, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? I have a little message here. Eleanor is wondering if she lost us, which for a second, I do think my mic cut out. Can you hear, can anybody hear me? If you can hear me or not hear me, send me a message. Chelsea's saying yes. You can hear? Okay. I'm about to go, so if you cannot hear me, please let me know. Okay, great. I'm gonna take that as good. All right, so stepping into this candlelight yoga class, thank you, Helen. Thank you, Sandy. So you guys can watch these again after the fact. They will be on Facebook under the video tab of our, great, thanks guys, under the video tab of our Facebook page. You'll also be able to see these videos up on YouTube after the fact. So if you're joining us late or you just want to practice again or you want to share it with some of your friends or family, please feel free to send them to our Facebook page under the video tab or to our YouTube channel. And we have almost 500 subscribers. We have about 450 subscribers to YouTube. So thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. If you have any requests, please let us know, or feedback on our virtual platform. We're continuously working to improve and be able to serve you guys best. So thanks so much for your support. So let's get going. So we're going to start on our backs today. So again, if you're just tuning in, if you have a pillow or you have a bolster or you have a a bed pillow or pillows from the couch, grab that because we'll use that. If not, don't worry about it. So we're gonna start on our backs. We'll go for an hour until 6:30. So enjoy. I'll check back in when we're done. So come to lie down. We're gonna come back and just take a reclined position tonight. So I have my bolster, which I'm going to use under my legs. So again, if you have a bolster, if you have a blanket, if you have a pillow, just stick that right underneath your knees, okay? So you're gonna put that underneath the body, and then take some time to stretch out. So stretch the legs forward, stretch the arms behind you, lengthen your waist, your fingers, your toes, stretch the whole body long. And then gather your knees up into your belly. So hold your knees or your shins, or wrap the arms around the legs and take a rock. Maybe close your eyes. Release any tension in your back. Bring your hands onto the kneecaps and start to circle your knees around in one direction. And then start to circle your knees the other way. So we're loosening up tension that might be in the back tonight. Eyes closed or soft gaze. And then let the legs come down onto the ground. Bring your feet to the ground and your knees up to the ceiling. And I have my feet on the bolster, so if you had your pillow or blanket, your feet could be on that. And if you don't have that, on the ground. And just take a moment to press into your feet and just elevate the hips a little bit. So pick them up towards a nice, easy bridge. Feet are stepping on your bolster or your blanket or your pillow, or they're just on the ground. And then lower the hips back down. And do that another time. So start to just feel the spine. So press into the feet, lift the hips. It could be a little, it could be a lot. Eyes closed. We're just moving in our own way right now before we start to drop into our centering. And I'll have you take that one more time. So press into feet, whether you're stepping on that blanket or on the bolster or on the pillow, lift the hips. And exhale, set them down. And then stretch the legs long. So if you grabbed a blanket or a pillow or a bolster, you can let them drape right over that. If not, just let them be long on the mat. Let your hands come away from the body, arms slightly away, about 45 degrees at the armpit, palms rolled open. Let's begin with a few rounds of a letting go breath. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale a sigh. Good, do that again. Deep breath in. And let go. Beautiful, one more time, deep breath. And let go. Good. Start to feel the weight of your body drop here. Releasing the need to control or hold on. See if you could let yourself surrender. Let your entire body be supported and held up by the earth. Feel your body start to relax. Let your mind start to settle. Allow the muscles in the face to soften. The jaw relax. And just notice how it feels to be still. How it feels to slow down. And to not have to do anything else right now. Giving yourself a break. A moment of peace and a moment of ease. And then start to feel the breath in your body. Allow the breath to deepen. You'll be breathing in and out through your nose. As you inhale, feel the lowest part of your belly expand. The middle part of your ribs expand, and the upper part of the heart and chest expand. As you exhale, feel the chest relax, the ribs soften, and the belly soften. Continue that deep breath in. And full breath out. Let the breath extend to all the edges and corners of your body. Breathing in new energy or prana or life force with the breath. Feeling this vitality and aliveness within yourself, although you're in this place of peace and relaxation, still feeling very vibrant and radiant and awake and conscious. Good. And then from where you are, let the arms extend a little further out to the sides. Let them stretch all the way above the head. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes, stretch long. And then gather your knees up into your belly. Hold the knees or hold the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and take a rock side to side. Just loosen up the low back. And then with hands to knees, start to circle the knees in one direction. Just like we did in the very beginning. And start to circle your knees the other way. Good. And then from where you are, place your feet back on that pillow or blanket or bolster or just on the ground. And once more, you'll elevate the hips up towards the ceiling. Press down into the feet. Rise up through the pelvis and hips. And then exhale, lower the pelvis and hips all the way down to the ground. This time, let your arms be involved. So inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. Arms could come all the way back behind you, backs of hands to the ground, hips lift high. And exhale, release the hips, release the arms. Take that again, inhale, rise up, hips lift, arms lift, all the way up. And exhale, slowly lower. Take that one more time on your own, at your own pace, pressing feet into whatever you have beneath them, lifting hips as high as you want, arms stretch above the head. And exhale, lower down. Just pause here for a moment, open the arms to T, wiggle the feet a little wider, and windshield wiper them side to side, left to right. And they could be up on that bolster or not. Good. And then from here, let the knees come over either to the left or the right to come into a fetal pose. You can curl the arms up into the chest, and the head can just tuck into the arms or be resting on the ground. Press the top arm into the ground to press yourself up to seated, and you can come to sit cross legs if that's comfortable, or any other variation. We'll just land here for a moment together. Take a big sun breath, lift the arms high and wide, palms touch. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and take a moment to bow your head to your heart. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. As you land here for a couple more breaths, perhaps invite an intention in for tonight. What could you use to cultivate in your heart or your body or your mind that would help support you? What do you need? Strength, flexibility, peace of mind, compassion. compassion for yourself, for others. What do you need from this practice to help support your body, your mind, your heart? Just calling that in, holding that as an intention tonight that we'll come back to. As you inhale, slide your hands up to the ceiling, lengthen the arms, lift the face, maybe open the eyes. And exhale to reach the arms forward and round your back. Tuck your tail, scoop your belly, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, open the front body, lift the chest, lift the throat, lift the face, look up. Exhale, round your back, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, bring your chin towards your chest. And do that again. Inhale, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, release at the bottom. You're going to hold there, that rounded cat back, and then start to bring this into rib circles. Inhale the ribs over to the left, around to the front, around to the other side, and around to the back. And you might want to close your eyes here. So start to really feel your body. How do you feel from the inside out? How are the hips right now? How are your legs? How's the pelvis? How are the ribs? How are the shoulders? Where are you holding tension? Where do you feel open? Just noticing, no right or wrong. And then eventually these circles will come back towards that cat back and you'll hold. And then go ahead and swing the ribs the other way, taking rib circles in the opposite direction. So your choice to close the eyes or not, by closing the eyes, it can help us create more of an inward focus or internal gaze. So shutting out whatever is happening around you and really feeling the posture from the inside out, if that's comfortable for you. And then bring the ribs back, round your back, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, big cat back, and bring this right into your shoulders. Inhale, lift the shoulders up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, roll them back and down. Good. Twice more. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And one more time, big breath in. Exhale, release. If eyes are closed, just open them up, tip back, bring your hands behind you, bring your feet as wide as your mat, and take a couple windshield wipers left to right. Good. Just back and forth, side to side. You're doing awesome. And then let the knees come over to one side, so I'm bringing mine to the left, but you can go either way, and turn your head away from the knees. And if the bolster or pillow is in your way, you can just scooch that out of the way. And you'll look away. And then bring the knees through center, send them the other side, look away, couple breaths. Good. Bring them back through center, shuffle your feet, hip width distance, toes are forward, heels are back. Turn your fingers to face your hips. Lift the heart up, lift the chest. So you're in a modified reverse table, or come all the way up, swing the hips up in line with the thighs, chin to chest, or head falls back. I'm gonna keep my chin tucked here so I don't lose my microphone, but you can let the head fall back if you like. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead and sit down. You're gonna come to all fours. So either cross the ankles and come over the shins, or unwind the legs and swing them around. And now if you grabbed a bolster, pillow, or blanket, take that and turn it the long way like your mat. And if you don't have it, don't worry, you don't necessarily need it. But if you have something nearby, you can use it. You're gonna tuck it right between the thighs. We're gonna come to a supported child's pose. So sink the hips back, and whatever you have, just give that a little hug and turn onto one side of the face. Let the head drop and pause. Take a couple breaths here. And if you don't have a bolster or a pillow or a blanket, you can let the body just rest on the ground. Couple breaths. Good. And settling in, relaxing here, resting here. Good job. And then from where you are, lift the head up. Turn it the other way so you're on the other side of the face. And then just pause for a moment, rest. Good. And then come back through center. Let's shift to tabletop. So if you have that prop, you can go ahead and just push it out of the way. We're not going to need that for now, so just go ahead and move that. Bring the hands in front of the shoulders and start to circle the hips in one direction. Nice big circles. Good. And then when the hips come towards the back, reverse direction, swing them the other way. And then bring the hips towards the heels, extend the arms forward. From your child's pose, walk the hands to the right. So go ahead and just paw the hands up and over to the right. Reach the hips away from the hands. Take a nice C curve there, a couple breaths. Good. And then walk the hands through center. Shift the hips the other way as you send the hands over to the left. The hips come to the right and hold. Good job. Send the arms in front of you. Let's roll through cat and come all the way to our bellies. So round your back, undulate the spine so you soften the elbows, and then bring the thighs down, the pubic bone, and the belly. And you're gonna make a pillow for the head. So just stack the palms of the fists, drop the head, bend the knees, toes up, and then windshield wiper the legs side to side. Loosen up your back. Pause still here. Start to roll the ankles around one way. Roll your ankles the other way. Let the legs come long. Lift just the right leg up and back to the back of the room and send it down. Lift the other leg up just a couple inches, thinking of length more than height. And exhale, set it down. Bring the hands underneath the chest, back by the shoulders. Press into the hands and lift the heart to a baby cobra. And if there's space, slide the hands forward and come up onto your forearms. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. So Sphinx Pose, very simple. You can gaze in front of the fingertips. You're up on your forearms. You're pressing down into the elbows so you can elevate the heart and chest. And then the gaze, drishti or focal point, is in front of the fingertips. Lengthen your neck and slide your tailbone down towards your heels. Firm up your legs. Take a deep inhale and full exhale. Good. Feel your strong back and your open heart. Take one more deep in breath. And as you exhale, open the elbows, come back down, bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Let's stretch back to one big child's pose. Knees could be hip width or big toes could touch and knees could widen. Stretch your back, drop your head, pause. And then let's come up to tabletop, all fours. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, a couple hip wags side to side. So just moving back and forth through the hips, feeling the IT band. Holding here, curl your toes under. Either walk it out to puppy where you stretch the arms forward and melt the head down and chest down, or take it up to dog. If you want dog, bring the hands a little further forward to the shoulders, curl the toes under, and lift the hips. If you're in dog, you might choose to pedal out or not, moving or not moving, couple breaths. Good. And then just be still for a moment. If you're in dog, take your bent knee, down dog, bend the knees, stretch the hips high, away from the wrists, couple breaths. Good job. And then start to walk your feet towards your hands, as many steps as you'd like. You're coming to forward fold, and you'll shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Good. Let your head hang heavy, bend your knees, slowly roll your body up, one vertebrae at a time. Let the head be the last thing to lift. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, slide your hands through prayer. You're gonna pause there for a couple breaths. So bring the hands right down in front of the heart. Keep them in prayer position. And just take a moment to come back to your intention. What did you set at the beginning of your practice? What do you want to invite into your body, your mind, or your heart tonight? Breathing that in, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. Go ahead and step up towards the top of the mat if you're not already there. Take a nice big sun breath, lift the arms, keep the hands in prayer. Bend the knees, bend the hips, pour through midline, through Utkatasana, all the way to forward fold, drop the head. And then inhale, lengthen a flat back. Bring the hands to the shins, press the head away from your tail. Exhale to melt over the legs, bend the knees. And reverse swan dive to come up. Open the arms all the way up to stand. Palms touch. Look up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, release the arms. You're going to do that twice more. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. Slide the hands through prayer all the way to forward fold. Drop the head. Inhale, lengthen flat back, Ardha Hanumanasana, stretch it out. Exhale, deep fold, bend the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands through prayer, close your eyes. Last time, take a deep in-breath. Exhale, release the arms. Take a nice big sun breath to the top. Last time, we're going to stay at the bottom. Hands together, bend the knees, bend the hips, come all the way down. At the bottom, inhale, flat back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Press hands to shins or fingertips to mat. And exhale, deep fold. Take the right leg back to a low lunge. And here's where you could have the hands on the ground or on the blocks if you happen to have blocks nearby, but you don't need them. Bend the back knee, lift the heart, look up. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, bring the head towards your shin. Do that twice more. Bend the knees, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, head towards shin. This time, bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight, and we're going to scooch our back foot in a little bit. So you can come on the sole of your foot. So turn your foot out just slightly. You're coming up for warrior one. So the back, it's like a short warrior one. Come on your fingertips, back foot slightly turned out so you can anchor your foot. And then inhale the arms out and up to frame your head. So we practiced this earlier this week if you were with me at all. So similar flow tonight, but just kind of slowing it down, making it more gentle. Take the left hand to the left hip in warrior one. Straighten your front leg. And then hinge up and over at the hips to come into pyramid. So you're going to reach that top arm forward, and if it can reach the ground, it's going to touch the ground. If it doesn't, you could touch the block or your shin. Other hand can release, touch the block, the shin, or the ground. You could keep a flat back or a rounded spine. Take a few breaths in pyramid pose. Breathing into the hips, pulling the left thigh up and back, and firming up the legs. Good. Rebend the front knee. Come onto the fingertips. Bring your left hand back to your left hip. Sweep the right arm forward and up to straighten your legs. And then open the arms to shoulder height as you pivot the toes to a wide-legged stance. Bring the wrists above your ankles. Coming into another variation that we took this week, bend the right knee and just slice the arms diagonally through and touch the ground if you can, or if not, just grab the outer edge of the leg. Top arm lifts up, look up. Inhale through center. And exhale, bend the other knee and slice through. Touch the ground, the leg, or block, whatever you have. Inhale, come on up. And we'll do that one more time. So bend the knee, just slice through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, other way. And inhale, rise up. From here, turn the left foot forward, have the palms down, bend the front knee to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep in breath. And as you exhale, dance back, reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Hold here, a couple breaths. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel down, the left arm, the right arm. You pivot on the ball, the back foot, hands are on the ground or the blocks. Drop the back knee, hands are on the ground or the blocks. Press into the right hand, revolve, lift the left arm, ring it out, take a twist and hold. Breathe. Holding here, couple breaths. Good. That top arm, bring it back down towards the ground. Come on to the fingertips and pull the hips back as you straighten the front leg. Walk the hands back and maybe wiggle that front foot forward a little bit. Lengthen your spine. So there's a long line from head to tail and a long line from hip to heel. You're on fingertips, blocks, or whatever you have nearby. Lengthen the spine. And then if you want, go ahead and fold over that front leg. Couple breaths. Good job. You're doing great. Breathing, relaxing, settling in. And then roll over the sole of that front foot, bend the front knee, dip the hips, walk the hands back or the blocks, lift the heart. Hold here. Release the weight back down into the hands. Slide the front leg back to meet the back leg. Melt all the way onto your belly and make a pillow for the head again. Stack the palms, the fists, bend the knees, toes up, and swing the legs around one way. Big circles. Good. Loosening up the back again and the knees. And then swing the legs the other way. Good. Let your legs come long. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, back towards the chest. Press into the pubic bone, the hip points. Lift the heart forward to come up. Just a little baby cobra, or maybe a medium cobra, or maybe a full cobra. And exhale, release to your belly. Let's take it back to child's and rest there for a moment. So press into the hands, come all the way back. If you'd like, widen the knees, touch the big toes, sink the hips back, extend the arms. Another option here, you could press the palms together, bend the elbows, and let the forearms fold back to the head. Take a few breaths. Breathing into the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Exhaling to release the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back. Good job. Extend your arms forward. Shift your body forward to tabletop again, all fours, wrists, right below the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. A couple hip wags side to side. Feel the outer edge of the hip, that IT band. Just noticing how that is right now. And then we'll do the whole thing on the other side. So curl your toes under. And you'll start off either coming to puppy, which was that extended arm pose with the chest melted and the chin or the forehead to the mat. Or you'll pick it up to dog, which is similar to puppy, but the knees come off the ground and the hips press up away from the wrists. And if you chose to be in dog, let's take some time just to pedal out our feet at your own pace. So press one heel, bend one knee. Do the other side, press one heel, bend one knee. Good. And then from your dog, walk your feet to your hands, as many steps as you'd like. Feet are going to come hip width distance, and give your head a shake, yes. And give your head a shake, no. Bend your knees. Roll your body up to stand all the way to the top. Inhale the arms out and up above the head. Stretch through the hands. Exhale, slide your hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Remember your intention. Breathe that into your whole body. Take a deep in-breath. Exhale, release your arms. Step up to the top of your mat. Take your sun breath. Inhale up. Keep your hands together. Bend the knees, bend the hips. Slide the hands through the center of your body all the way to forward fold. Drop the arms around the back. Drop the head. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Ardha Hanumanasana, hands to shins. Press your head away from your tail. Exhale, melt over the legs. Drop the body, bend the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Palms touch. Look up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Come back to any intention. Take a deep in-breath. Exhale, release the arms. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. Come all the way down. You're going to stay at the bottom. From the bottom, inhale to flat back. Bring hands to shins or fingers to the mat. Exhale, deep fold to stay. So like we did on the other side, bring the left leg back now. So you're in a lunge. And for some of us, it might be challenging to do this. So if it is, and you have any props nearby, you can put your hands up on those to bring the earth higher up to the hands. Bend the back knee, lift the heart, breathe and look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. Do that again, bend the knees, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, head to shin. And one more time, bend the knees. And lift the hips. This time, just bend the front knee, and we're setting up for a short warrior one. So scooch the back foot in a little bit. Spin your heel down. So your front heel is maybe intersecting the arch of the back foot, and the feet are slightly turned out. Or if you want wider feet, that's okay too. Come on the fingertips. Once you have your balance, lift the arms. So you're coming up to warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. And it's a shorter stance. So the front knee might not quite form that 90-degree angle that we look for sometimes. It doesn't have to be as deep of a warrior one because we're going to take this to pyramid pose. From warrior one, bring your right hand to your hip. Hold. And then straighten your front knee. Draw the thigh bone up into the hip socket, firm up the muscles in the legs and your core, and then hinge up and over that front leg. When there's no more space to go, bring the left hand to the ground, a block or your shin, and then release the right hand to the ground, the block or your shin. Lengthen your spine to get a long flat back, and then deepen your fold over your front leg. Take a few breaths. Good. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. Take your flat back. Rebend your right knee. Bring your right hand back to your right hip. Sweep the left arm forward and up to pick the torso up. Straighten the front knee. Open your body to a wide-legged stance. Open the arm, open the other arm. Wiggle your feet so they're right underneath the wrists. Like we did before, same variation we practiced this week. Left knee bends, body slices diagonally across, and then that bottom hand's gonna touch the ankle or the ground or the foot, and the left hand can reach wide towards the side wall as you look up. Inhale, slice through center, and your palms might open up to the ceiling here. Slice the other way, bend the knee, slice through. Bring the bottom hand down, lift the top arm up, and inhale up. And again, this could be shallow, so you might go and just bring that hand right over to the knee, like this. Good, inhale through center. It doesn't have to be big. Slice through, bend the knee. Inhale through center. And then flip the palms down, straighten your legs. Turn your right foot to the front so the heel's lined up with the arch of the back foot. Bend the front knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So we're just moving slowly, mindfully, with intention, not trying to push any further than necessary. From here, flip the top hand or the right hand and dance back, reverse warrior. Look up. Inhale, open the arm, shoulder height. And exhale, slow cartwheel down. Take your time, one arm. The other arm, pluck the back heel up off the ground. Soften the back knee down to the ground. Press into the left hand. Reach the right arm out and up to twist. Take a deep breath. And exhale, release your hand. Shift back to Ardha Hanumanasana. Send the hips back, walk the hands back. Straighten the front leg. You might wiggle the front foot forward a little bit. Lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath. And exhale, maybe fold over the front leg. Few breaths here. Good. And roll over the sole of the front foot. One more time. Walk the hands back. One more time. Pressing into the hands, drag the front leg back. Lower onto your belly. Take your time. Pillow for your head. Palms are fist stacked, knees bend, toes up, and windshield wiper. Good. Stir the shins around one way. Stir the shins around the other way. Let your legs come long. Take your left knee out to the side to a half frog, right in line with the hip. Flatten out your hands and turn onto the right side of the face, and then close the eyes. If you'd rather have the forehead down or be on the left side of the face, that's fine too. Find a place that feels comfortable for the head. Close the eyes. Relax your body. Feel the hips relax and the low back relax. Feel your breath soften. Give yourself permission to rest. Good. Take another deep in breath. As you exhale, send that bent leg down to meet the straight leg and just switch sides. So come onto the forehead. Bring your right knee out to the side to half frog and turn onto the left side of the face. And then decide if you want to stay there or bring the forehead back or turn the head away from the knee. So find a place for the head that feels comfortable and hold for a few breaths. Settling in, relaxing here. Letting yourself really rest. How soon can you drop into this? How soon can you surrender the need to control or effort through this? How soon could you soften your body and release any tension that you're holding that's not necessary? Take a few breaths. Good. And take another deep in breath. As you exhale, slide the bent leg down to meet the straight leg. Let's bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. We'll take it back to one last child's pose. So come all the way back, widen the knees, sink the hips, extend the arms, perhaps bring the hands to prayer, bend the elbows, and fold the hands back to the head if you'd like. Couple breaths. Good. Extend the arms forward. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Press into your hands to roll up. And we'll come to seated, so bring the hips off to the side. Swing the legs around to the front. And when you get there, extend your left leg forward and bring the sole of your right foot to the ground as you hold the right shin. The feet could be hip width distance, or you could bring the left foot in line with your belly button. Hold the shin to sit up tall, and if there's space, cross the bent leg over the straight leg. Palms could touch, press into the shin, lift the heart, sit up tall. If you'd like, lift the right arm, the same arm as bent knee. You're going to twist towards your bent knee, bring that long arm to the ground, and then hug your bent knee into your elbow crease. Use that to help leverage the body up tall. Maybe cross the elbow over the lap, hand like a high five. Look to the side wall or over your back shoulder. Have a steady gaze or drishti or focal point. Or maybe close your eyes and take a few breaths. Good. Unwind your body. Bring your hand to your front shin, both hands. Unwind the legs. Open up your knee so you can bring the sole of your foot to touch your inner thigh. And let's open our front body. I feel like we've been doing a lot of folding. So bring the right hand back. Point the toes of your left leg. Bring the left hand down to come up. You're going to press into the back hand. And if you feel okay, go ahead and lift the hips up high and press the pelvis forward. Open the front body. And then exhale, go ahead and lower back down. Let's switch sides. Send the right leg long. Bring the left foot to the ground. Feet hip width or long leg in line with belly button. Bent leg can cross over that long leg if there's room. Hold on to the shin and sit up tall. Open the heart and chest. Sit up as tall as you can. Lift the same arm as the bent leg. Twist towards the bent leg to bring that arm to the earth and then hug the knee into the elbow crease. Look to the side or look all the way over your back shoulder. Stay here or hook the outer edge of the arm right over the lap. Palm like a high five. Maybe look over back shoulder or close your eyes. And breathe. Good. Unwind your body. Bring your hands to your shins, your one shin. Uncross your legs. Open your knee up so the sole of your foot plugs into your inner thigh. And then bring the left hand behind, so it's the same arm as the bent leg. Point the toe of your straight leg, and then sweep the right arm down to pick you up. And if this is too much, just do the arm. Come right up on the shin. Press the pelvis forward. Lift the heart. Look up. Exhale, release. Back down. Let's send that bent leg long and straight. Scooch the body forward towards the top of the mat. Now, if you happen to grab a prop, I'm going to grab this bolster. We can use this for a supported bridge in a moment. If you don't have anything nearby, don't worry. You can just do a regular bridge, or you could use your arms underneath the body. But if you have a bolster, or if you have a couple pillows from your couch, or a blanket nearby, or anything squishy, or even a block or some books, that would work too. You might want that, but you don't necessarily need it. So scooch the hips forward. If you have any supplies, have them nearby. Lift the arms up, lengthen the spine. And then slowly come on to your back. Tuck your tail, scoop your belly. Use the core to help lay your body down. When you get down, take a nice big stretch. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your arms and legs. Just like you did in the very beginning, hug the knees into the belly. Hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and rock. Giving yourself a nice embrace here. Bring hands to knees and circle your knees around. And circle them the other way. And then hugging knees into belly, open up the knees, soles of feet towards each other. Slide the hands down the shins to catch the ankles, the tops of the feet, or the outer edges of the feet. Or if it's accessible, take a hold of the big toes. You take peace fingers between the big toe and second toe, hook them around the big toe, and then the thumb comes inside the big toe on the inside edge, and you make a little fist with that big toe inside the fist. From here, take it up to happy baby. If you'd like, flex the feet up to the ceiling. Ankles are above the knees, and maybe take a rock. If it's too much, just hold that bound angle variation. We're just smoothing out the back, decompressing the spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Soften your face. Relax your jaw. Hold still. Bring your feet back towards each other. Bring your hands back to the knees and bring the knees back towards each other, and then place your feet on the ground. Arms alongside the body, feet hip-width distance or so. And we'll take it up to that supported bridge. So press into the feet, lift the hips. And if you have anything nearby that you want to slide under the hips, go ahead and slide that right underneath the hips and lower down. You could also tuck the arms underneath the hips, or you could hold a traditional bridge without the support. If you're in supported bridge, you might soften the arms, maybe bring them slightly away from your body, like Shavasana, palms open, eyes closed. Feet could be a little further away from the hips. They could be a little wider than usual. So find a position for your feet and legs that feel comfortable. And then close your eyes. And take a moment just to land. Notice what's happening inside your body. How does your physical body feel right now, in this moment? How does it feel to rest? How does it feel to be in this very gentle inversion of the hips higher than the heart? Just a few breaths here. Letting the body surrender and the mind settle and rest. Good. Take another deep breath in. And full breath out. From where you are, you'll gently lift the hips and remove the prop out from underneath your body. Slowly lower the spine. And then slowly extend the legs forward, one leg, the other leg. Take a moment to move or not move in any way that would feel comfortable. So any final stretching or postures or wiggles or shifting that would feel good to let you have some more space as we prepare for Shavasana. If you want to cover over with a blanket, feel free. If you want to have your bolster or pillow underneath the knees, feel free. So any props that you like to have for Shavasana. Otherwise, lying flat on your mat is perfect. Close your eyes. Let the legs be long and slightly greater than hip-width distance apart, feet relaxed. Let your arms be long and slightly away from the body. Backs of hands touch the ground, palms open to the ceiling. Let your breath soften. Let your body relax. Take this time to slip into a state of peace and ease and grace. Allowing everything to be just fine in this moment. Just as it should be. Not needing to do anything or change anything or fix anything. Just be. Take the next couple moments in stillness and silence to rest. In a moment or so, I'll call you back out of Shavasana, but for now, just take this time to let go, to surrender and to rest. And staying right where you are without needing to disturb your rest, without needing to disturb your body, just bring your awareness back. Let your breath deepen. You'll lie here for another moment or so in stillness as I share a reading with you called The Practice of Being Present. Attend to the breath. Let the rhythm slow and settle, filling, emptying. Draw the outside in and then release. Simplicity and ease. Nothing to do but breathe, relax, and feel the free movement of air and life force. Watch the play of energy and sensation. Allow everything to be without the need to change or fix or make it different. This moment, you can listen to your soul. This breath, you have no goal but being. You are already complete. This, just this, is what it means to be whole. And as you feel the breath deepen and the awareness come back into your body, perhaps let movement come in when you're ready, in any way that feels comfortable. With your eyes closed and your body still in a state of relaxation, make your way gently and mindfully onto either side to come into a fetal pose. Knees into belly, arms into chest. Come back home to yourself and to any intention that you may have created. Take your time to press the ground away and make your way back to seated. You can keep your eyes closed or a soft, relaxed gaze. Once you come to sit, either let the palms be down or up on your lap, wherever you feel comfortable in this moment. Find your breath. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the mudra, let the palms touch. As you exhale, bow your head to yourself, back to your heart. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, joining our voices as one, even if it's from afar, to seal in our practice and our intentions, and to send goodwill and positive energy to all beings. We'll begin with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin. Deep breath in. And as your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. It's so wonderful to practice with all of you. I really appreciate your time to carve out and be here together in community to practice. So thank you. Continue to stay well and take care of yourselves. And I really look forward to seeing you again. This is a highlight of my day to be able to practice with you. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you on Monday morning at 9 for Gentle Flow Yoga. So have a great night. Talk to you soon. Take care.